I started drawing purely to make posters for the gigs we were putting on. And from there, I think someone paid me about 35 quid to make a poster for a gig in London, at which point I pretty much handed in my notice at the job. at my fairly secure, well-paid job. Yeah, so in terms of my brief history, I was born in Coventry and I grew up in Bolton, and I did all right. I disliked school, but I did all right. But the only thing I was ever really very interested in was doing art in some capacity. I wasn't entirely sure what. I went and did my foundation in Preston and then moved to Leeds to do a degree in fine art, and kind of never really left. Just moved a bit further up the Aire Valley. Everything, the landscape, the sort of the faded industrial north is just what I've always been surrounded by. So it's completely inseparable from everything that I think about. Cheers, thanks a lot. It's like if I don't see a mill or some hills, I get really nervy. It's difficult to say, and it's kind of like I don't know what I would be like as a person. I don't know what the work I make would be like as a person if I lived somewhere else. But I would say it's kind of heavily influenced by that mix of nature and industry. Yeah, and sort of growing up, I really loved sort of illustrated picture books and things, and then sort of you filter that through a lens of spending your formative years in going to punk gigs and listening to punk music and growing up in sort of like coming of age in the sort of punk and DIY scenes and things, and it kind of all ends up sort of coalescing into what I do on a daily basis, I guess.
Hello everyone, my name is Gavin Strange. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Happy Tuesday afternoon. Hope everyone is well. Lovely to see people here in the chat. Hope you're all good. We're all talking about the PlayStation 5 and PS4 Pros already because it is release week here in the UK of the PS5. I am hyped. Hype. I've got mine on pre-order, so hopefully it arrives on release day. And yeah, just I'm like a kid. My son Sully has taken to basically being obsessed with Astrobots, the inbuilt game that comes on the PS5, and that's what he wants to watch every day. Is a 3-hour long playthrough of the game. We don't let him watch the whole 3-hour thing, of course, but yeah. So it's nice that he's getting hyped for it, and I'm getting hyped for it. So proper going to have some father and son time playing on that bad boy. I have some news. Actually, I have some really exciting news. I forgot I need to say this. It's massive. I found the best slippers in the world. Look. Big news for me, everyone. I've had, sore feet not having these slippers. Bad boy. They're the greatest. They're like little sleeping bags for your feet. Yes, well into that. What else? Yeah. 99% Lifestyle magazine is out, volume 6. I am very, very stoked to be in it, which is really nice, alongside the wonderful Frankie Ratford, amongst many other. And 99% Lifestyle is a beautiful magazine, really nicely laid out, lots of gorgeous articles. Smells amazing. Go and search 99% Lifestyle because it is wonderful. So today we are going to be looking into the wonderful work of Drew Millward, who is a illustrator, designer, art director, musician, and I have loved Drew's work ever since I have seen it, and we became mates on the Tinternet, and we have a few mutual friends as well. By the way, of Dan Binns, a animator, designer, director here in Bristol. And I just flipping love Drew's work, and I thought it'd be a great way to spend our lunchtime just poring over his wonderful creations, because absolutely, why not? He just has this command of, oh, hello, music's kicked in, hang on, it's got very loud in my headphones. just his use of colour and line work and detail is just phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. I've got a couple of his prints here behind me on the wall as well, and I just thought, why not? Why not? The world needs to see more Drew Millward, so that is what we're going to do today. So let's jump into it. Let's absolutely jump into it and just look at his beautiful, beautiful work. So, sort of kicking off things, I don't even understand how Drew does it. So in that movie that you saw at the start of the show, which was a film that Drew made with some friends of his, well, that they used him as a topic. I thought all of this work is vector. Drew, if you're watching, I thought everything is vector, and it looks like it's not. It looks like it's all bitmap in Photoshop, which absolutely boggles my tiny little mind. I thought everything was scalable vectors, but maybe it isn't. But I mean, just look at it. Everyone, look at it. Look at this. The amount of detail is stunning, and sort of he's got this gorgeous, like, very neat, very, very geometric, and I think that's why I thought it was Illustrator, very kind of vector look. But then he breaks it up with so many sort of organic patterns and flowing, wonky, wonderful shapes, and that's really not easy to do. That's really... Oh, Drew's here in the chat, the man himself, Drew. Thank you for stopping by, brother. It's all Photoshop, you absolute masochist. How the hell do you do it? Actually, yeah, I mean, so also, as well as going over Drew's wonderful work, I'd really like to have Drew on as a guest as well, like we've done a couple of times before with Rich T and Finbar Hawkins. So hopefully, we can have a proper chat. So maybe we'll save your process for a proper chat, Drew, and you can blow people's minds with how you do it. But yeah, today is all about just celebrating this gorgeous work. And what I mean, I love all the colours. I mean, I think anyone that uses pink, I am down for. Pink to make the boys wink, the best colour ever in the world. So maybe that's what always just jumps out to me about Drew's work. But just as well, there's so much going on in every piece that it's so hard to get all of this right. But Drew nails it all the time with, the line thicknesses, the strokes, the different type of line weights, the colours, the merging of the colours. Because all of this is super colourful, it's hyper colourful, but everything is tonally just spot on. And as well as all of that, if you couldn't love/hate Drew's talent already, he's awesome at typography. He's awesome at hand-drawn type, as well as choosing type design and pieces. And man, I love/hate you, Drew. Papy Lad here in the chat says, I love his use of type here as well. So fluid. Yeah, fluid is the best way to describe it. Absolutely. Just everything's kind of got that flow. And you see here it's kind of almost trippy and hypnotic. It's just absolutely lush. And I think what is really nice, Drew's got, works in different styles, as you kind of have these big almost poster pieces, I guess. And this diptych here is a really nice example of that. But then Drew will then have sort of everything's on like a monochrome or duotone background, and I don't understand how you can use both all the colours and then just one or two colours and it still be as bright and impactful. Yes, Drew, your use of all of your tools is flipping inspiring, man. This is why I just want to pour and gush over everything that he makes, because it's wonderful. So this it's the sort of work I can just look at over and over again, and there's always something new to discover. There's always something lovely to look at. His use of texture here as well. So I'm just looking at that really nice, just that sort of dark brown / gold texture on the panic type, and then on the underside of the cap as well. Is really, really nice. It's just lush, isn't it? It's just flipping lush. That is what it is. But then look, I mean that is a really detailed piece. I would kill to be able to make something that detailed and that intricate and that lovely. But then Drew's like, yeah, you think that's intricate? Check this out. Flipping heck, man. Look at that. I mean, look at the line work there on the buildings in the bottom. This is what's so lovely, being able to just see these the details here and the details in their head there surrounding the eye. Flipping heck. It's just stunning. And I also love anything that uses sort of breaks out of its frame. I just think it's such a good trick. It's such a kind of an easy win to sort of just give you, I don't know, it just gives it something. And Drew uses these cut out bits a lot. So here you see the knuckles just breaking out the frame. It's such a good trick, and it really works well. Really powerful. And Drew's using all his tools here. Like, you've got texture, color, line width, intricacy, detail, composition, color, typography. Lovely bit of overprint here as well. Just got these gorgeous bits of blue overprint there at the bottom, where the bottom of the city meets the typography. Man, super good. And this is what would be lovely to get Drew on the show as well, and chat about his influences and sort of how his progression and where things have come from. And then look at the detail on this. Flipping heck. So if you haven't guessed, Drew does a lot of work for bands and sort of poster commissions. You'll see as we go through all of this, there's some really, really lovely and huge bands as well, huge commissions. And every time something pops up on Drew's Insta, you're like, oh my god, amazing collaboration, amazing piece, super good. Super good. But yeah, look at this again, just the use of typography. So many people, myself included, would struggle to be able to piece together all of these different components. And this is the thing, line width and sort of managing strokes, as simple as it sounds, is really difficult, because it's hard to sort of get everything matching up. But here the intricacy of the bear and the owl over the top of the buildings, and then even the car at the bottom is just, oh, it's beautiful. So Bell13 at Drew Millward is Drew's Instagram handle as well. There should be a auto bot in the chat here. We'll be posting Drew's links as well, so definitely go and follow Drew. Definitely. Oh, look at this. I'm an absolute sucker for pink, and I'm an absolute sucker for overprint. It's just like Drew reaches inside my brain and says, what would you like to see? And then he makes it. There's just so much to see. There's so much detail, kind of. And this isn't a comparison. I hate it when you compare artists with the people. But when I look at Paul Robertson's work, the amazing pixel artist, where he's just got so much going on, there's so much to look at with every character, with every drawing. This is what I get with Drew's work. Just so much to look at. And the texture and the grit and the grime and the overprint. Oh, my days. But then we can kill all colour, and then just black and white, just tones of grey. It's just absolutely lush. Again, I can't wait to speak to Drew and find out just how he gets those super neat, sort of neat lines, and then really flowing organic, like that perfect. It's really easy to make sort of flowing stuff look a bit wonky, and your curves don't quite match up, and you need that, the way curvy stuff billows and flows is really difficult to get right. Really difficult to get right. Master. And then just there, like I'm noticing details that I've never noticed before. The really nice circular pattern on what looks like, I don't know, the jacket of that weird three-eyed person with a spaceship and a glass thing in its head. Amazing. Also, what I really, really like is Drew does not shy away from his politics and his awesomeness. And I think that's why we get on so well, because we're very much, left-wing, liberal, positive people that want people to be kind to each other and want people to look after each other. So I'm always fully behind Drew's work in that respect. And then here, this is the one about staying home, staying safe, watching your hands, and it's just awesome to see Drew use his talent to make this stuff as well. And this is great. I mean, how is that not incredible? Super good. Again, the texture and the overprint there in the background is lush. Known Origin is here in the chat. Hello, David. Thanks for stopping by, man. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. I mean, look at it. Really, really nice. Just lovely typography as well. And again, the different line thicknesses just work so well with the really heavy detail on the cloak of the Reaper. And then, you know, you've got really fine detail on the beer bottle label as well. Bloody lovely. Oh, my days. But then when he's just using like a restricted colour palette, flipping heck. Mr. Gorky, hold tight, Mr. Gorky. Hello, mate. Hope you're good. He's a northern beast. He is a northern beast. You're bloody right. Just like your bad boy self. Just, you know, Mr. Gorky here in the chat as well makes incredible, beautiful, detailed, wonderfully grotesque pieces of work as well, which is awesome. I'm as big a fan as Mr. Gorky as I am Drew. So just, you know, such amazing talent in the UK. Super, super good. And the bot in the chat has just posted links to Drew's Instagram, his website, and his store as well. So definitely make sure you go and check out his store. We will be looking at all of his beautiful things in a minute as well, but do go and make sure you click them and subscribe as well. Look at it. Just look at it. Just I mean, I get hyped when I've added a bit of detail in. I think, oh yeah, but this just. Look at the detail in the skull in the bottom left and the bottom right. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eye sockets, and then in the tiniest one, there's a little tiny red little wormy character poking out. I don't know. Yeah. Again, Drew, we'll talk when we get you on the show, but just there's detail on detail on detail on detail, and just such killer work, man. Such killer work. And then look, then you go from that to that, and that looks, you know, to me looks more vector, looks more graphically simple, but it's full of detail, full of stuff to look at, and gorgeous colours as well. Just is there anything you can't do, Drew? That's what I want to know. Absolutely amazing, man. Oh my flipping god. Look, it's like he's teasing us. We go, okay, hyper detail, tons of detail. Okay, taking the foot off the gas a bit more simplified. Bang, smash in the face. Look at all the detail. Oh my days. I mean, I was about to try and pick my favourite parts of this. I mean, as well as look at the detail on the flowers and the nerves on the eye socket. Oh my god. Literally just stunned at so much awesomeness. I love the variation as well, the symmetry, but then this really nice variation there of the two different masks on either side. And I love the blue thing with a hole in it that's firing out the rainbow, and then you've got the overprinted sort of drawing over the top, and then you've got space erupting outside of the face of the head with mushrooms growing out of it. Man, flipping heck. And then again, the typography is absolutely on point. That gorgeous 60s sort of psychedelia, sort of that kind of thing is just amazing, absolutely amazing. And Papy Lad here in the chat says, as an animator, oh, nice to meet another animator. I'd love to see some of Drew's work animating, but I honestly don't know where you would stop. Oh my god. Drew, I love you, but I think if you gave your that file to an animator, they might just fall over and never get up again. I literally wouldn't know where to start. Unless you were doing this, if you gave it to a traditional 2D animator who would redraw everything frame by frame. Or imagine seeing your work done in that classic technique. That would be amazing. That'd absolutely be amazing. Oh, look at this. Now we've gone from sort of more colours to more subdued ones. These are gorgeous. Really nice. Oh no, can you hear my son? Can you hear him? He's not very happy. Not very happy. Again, beautiful sort of like got a gradienty texture as well there at the bottom of the river, and then just the trees. I think most people are going, I'll draw about 5 trees. That'll do. But just the level of detail is astonishing. And again, you know, I've looked at this work before, but then like looking at it, it's just lush. Ah, yes. See, another public service announcement from Drew. Just dope. I really like the sort of overprint graffiti stuff on the top of it as well. That's another level of detail of sort of organic stuff over the top of it. And just a bang on message as well. Super good. And again, the symmetry's got loads of symmetry there, but then it's always breaking it up with, you know, extra bits, variation of bits as well. And that's just what keeps you coming back looking. So nice, man. So nice. Oh, but then, you know, I really love this stuff as well. That's more, there's still tons of detail in it, but just sort of a more graphic approach to stuff. It's like I love that as equally as I do the, you know, the hyper detailed stuff of that. I mean, if you can't tell, I love Drew's work. End of. It's just really nice, just to get the, you know, almost kind of like a liner cut effect of sort of like using, you know, choosing which lines to show and which lines to not show to enhance detail and give depth and stuff is, again, really difficult to do. Really difficult to do. Super nice. But this as well, and if you follow Drew on Instagram, you see he was doing some marbling stuff as well. Marbling's a lovely technique, and it kind of looks like it's made its way in, at least in sort of in spirit, into this piece, Drew. And it's just, I mean, you drew a big marble cat planet. What's not to love about it? I'd love to know how long these pieces take, because they're so detailed. There's so much super amazing stuff. So then we're kind of getting onto some of the commission posters that Drew's done, and again, just incredible clients and incredible things. And this awesome poster for They Live. Look at the waves, wavy lines, and that all, the way the organic stuff flows with the, you know, the rigid graphic lines is just lush, absolutely lush. Oh, imagine that on your wall. It'd be absolutely amazing, wouldn't it? Oh my days. Look at that. Look at the noise and the detail on that. Flipping heck. That is gorgeous, isn't it? Amazing. I don't even know what noise that was. Just amazing. Absolutely amazing. And then yeah, I love going back to the monochrome stuff as well, and just Drew's also been an amazing person for sharing good music as well, and I've definitely found some good people thanks to him. In particular, Trap Them, which is now one of my favourite bands on the planet. You send me one, Drew, you flipping diamond. You don't have to. I've not done. Yeah, actually, this is all a ploy to see as much amazing stuff as I can get from Drew. But thank you, brother. That's really kind of you. I just love it. I just bloody love everything you do. I mean, then look at that. I don't. Oh, hello. Oh no, it clicked off. There we go. I don't even understand where you start, where you begin with any of that. I really don't. Gorgeous colours. And also, you don't repeat anything. How do you just go, yeah, I'm up for the challenge, I'll draw this again? I really don't know. It's so much work. To do. It's beautiful. And then look, lovely. More. This is more graphic stuff, more geometric stuff. But then you've got those. I think it's all those little like highlight and low light lines to denote shadow and to denote depth and shape. Works super well. Even on the 3-headed things on a stick there. Just those tiny little detail lines is lush. Really, really nice. That's really nice. Seeing this as a almost seen it as a crop. You sort of punched in on the detail and lines and lines and lines and lines and lines and lines, and then nice bit of halftone there as well, which is really nice. Oh, look at that. That's great. Again, just the layers. Flipping out. I've not even thought about your layers. how do you decide what goes where and what goes in front of which, and keeping tab and keeping tracks and all of that? Man, flipping out. And funny enough, being on Drew's website, actually, this was something Drew tweeted about the other day, and something that I'm hoping to do the same. Instagram, just the interaction. The interaction you're getting on Instagram is pretty terrible, and also Facebook is literally the worst. If you haven't, please kill your Facebook account, because they are just the worst. And obviously Instagram's going its own way, and I hope we're kind of going to come back to going to artist websites and seeing what there. It's something really nice about having more control and having it displayed. So it's lovely being on an artist website, scrolling through. And we are going to go through Instagram, don't get me wrong. I don't know, it's just obviously people's interactions are starting to dip, and it's turned basically into a horrible shop with the new update and all of that stuff. They are just, Facebook ruins everything. Amazon and Facebook we all need to boycott them as much as we can. And it's just awesome being on an artist's site, as to see the work as intended, which is really nice. Another gorgeous piece of monochrome. Look at the type at the bottom. Typography. Drew, you're insane. It's amazing. Oh, yes. And then that's what I love. You will do something hyper dark and weird and wonderful and kind of, not gruesome, but, just really macabre and just all of that. And then you'll just do something super cute as well. Like the stuff that you were doing for your son as well. It's just great. Oh my God, Drew, mate, imagine that. I would love to see that as like a zero print on like a block, not even a piece of paper, just like on a thick wooden block that huge in your house. That is insane and lovely. I really like. So in the eyeballs, the group of eyeballs to the left and to the right, you've got there's a lovely bit of sort of like a shadow layer over the top of it, and you've got it just behind the horns as well, and it just gives it that depth. And you've used it in a few places, but again, just Drew uses just like so much detail and so much thing and so much of everything, but then only when it's appropriate. That's the skill. That's the absolute skill of then like just adding those extra bits that are not used often, but just make it stellar. Oh, I mean, then look at that, something totally different. Lovely line work and colours as well, and I love the slight off print as well with the red and the light blue. Are just got that gap. And then that's something totally different, just the detail, but the detail is in the windows and the. Oh. I'd love to see this work in 3D as well. I know Drew has a toy. Unfortunately, it's too high on my shelf. I can't get it, but I know he did a vinyl toy collaboration, which is amazing. But yeah, I'd love to see this work come to life as well. And then also you can draw animals. How can you draw animals too? Super good. Really nice, those two together. Oh, look at that. Oh my days. I love the overprint, sort of the overprint gradient there in the background with the rings around the big black beast, and then all of the sort of lines going over the top of it. Flipping heck. Stunning. I think time for a musical interlude, don't you? Silly old thing. Thanks as always for the indulgence into a little nonsense musical interlude. And funnily enough, actually, me and Drew talk quite a lot about just musical nonsense things, and he's also into just silly synths, and he's got that great Dato synth, I think, which is like a two-person synth that's intended for kids. So yeah, we often geek out about musical nonsense. So Bell13 in the chat says, what's a sample that sounds like a pirate? Aha! So that was a music track that I made for my friends Nathan Love, which is a New York animation studio. So I cut them together a new show reel, but I also made the music. And the music, because it's a 15-second looping reel, I took sound effects from all of the spots, the pieces of work that are in the show reel, and so that's one of their pirate characters. I can't remember which spot that's in, but yeah, I'm actually going to be doing a bit of a deep dive as to how we did that, so that's what that is. Anyway, look back to this. Oh no, I've clicked off it. There it is. I mean, look at it. I mean, just more gorgeousness. I mean, then look at that, man. Oh my days. That stained glass look is stunning. So Jode_Steele, hey Jode_Steele, thanks for stopping by, thanks for being here to look at Drew's beautiful work. Jode says, love how Drew manages to seamlessly balance an extreme level of detail and great form composition. Absolutely killer. Yes, exactly that. It is not like any one of these techniques is not easy on its own. The use of texture, the use of color, the use of detail, the use of composition, the use of light, the use of type, all of these things are really difficult to do, and Drew does them all. That's what makes this so damn good. It really is. It's just gorgeous, and that's why it's such a pleasure to look at. Let's keep clicking off it. What have we done? Beautiful. Oh, look, there we go, with a bit of type at the bottom. And then just like big stuff with big thick strokes. Look at those really big thick strokes there. And then he's got the blue and white strokes in the background as well. Just amazing, absolutely amazing. Oh my days! How about that for next level detail? Flipping heck! Look at the line work, mate. That is staggering. That is absolutely staggering work. That really is. Like, that is a masterpiece. Oh my days. Even just the sun. Look at just how he approaches radials there with just the variation and stuff. Detail just adds and enhances. Sometimes you don't add detail for detail's sake, but what Drew does is just takes it that next level, man. And their perspective as well, and just like the stacking of everything, and then the depth and the layers is mwah, chef's flipping kiss. Look at that. Oh, Def Haven. So obviously, yeah, Drew does a lot of commission works and a lot of works for bands, and oh my days. This is just bonkers. Oh wow. I don't think I've seen this one before. The duotone look is just gorgeous. And then look at, I really like the sort of mountains in the background there that don't have a stroke on them, don't have a line. They're just white with the sort of negative blue in the background. It works so well. So well. Oh, look at that. Lush. Whoa, look at that. Queens of the Stone Age. This is the thing, these are all amazing clients and massive gigs as well, and super cool bands and super cool topics. It just... Madro55 in the chat says, Drew, do you use a graphics tablet? Yes, do you, Drew? I think we saw in the video that we watched at the top that you do, but man, you're a master. But then, like, I love that. I love the thick strokes and how it all sits on top of each other. It's really, really nice. It's just thin strokes, thick strokes. It's all amazing. Wow. 9 Inch Nails. There you go. I mean, it just the client list alone here is epic. Whoa, that's just staggering, isn't it?
You win.
Absolutely staggering. Oh, Plastic and Plush just subscribed. Brian, you absolute dreamboat. Thank you so much for subscribing. You're on a 3-month streak as well. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Brian, you dreamboat. Oh, wow. Papy Lad says, I'd love to know how he comes up with his ideas. You've got Surrealist, then you've got Drew. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, let's definitely get Drew on the show and chat and pick his brains. Aha, this beautiful diptych is what I have on my wall. They're beautiful. Really, really nice. They look amazing, even better in person. Really, really nice. Again, just the detail and the... Oh, actually, I've got quite a few Drews. Kindly, he sent me a bunch of his beautiful work. I've got one behind the streaming PC here as well. Super beautiful, super beautiful. Oh, look at that! Then that's the thing. I really love the colour and the punch in of the thick, heavier line work. But then look at the detail there of the sun, and it's just white. You know. Then I really like that technique of using the line work foreground and then letting the stuff in the background, you know, sort of peter out. It's kind of got animation aesthetic, isn't it? So nice. Oh my flip, mate! Look at the pattern. Look at the pattern. That red and orange pattern in the midground bit. That is insane. Gorgeous. And then look, I love that like hyper detailed mad colour. And that is just as cool. Just as cool. Look at that, man. I mean, I think anyone would kill to have any of your work. So, actually, let's do that. People, you need to go to drewmillward.awesomedistro.com, which is Drew's store, and look at all the goodness that you can buy. Oh my days! There is a regular and a metallic version of the They Live print. There's a Northern Tropics tiger head. Paper Tiger's bandana. I've got one of his Paper Tiger's sweatshirts as well, which is rad. I wear it a lot. I wear it an awful lot. So you got a bandana. Oh no way! Bell13 in the chat says, I think I've seen some of the beard designs Drew has done for Northern Monk too. Nice. Yes, I think the video at the top of the show, that was a Northern Monk production. Papy Lad says, I'd love more of his prints if I had space for it. I've got a couple, Foo Fighters poster and a globe character on fire. Awesome. Yes, I know exactly the ones that you mean, Papy. That's amazing. And these 4-colour screen print as well. Screen prints, not just digital, screen prints. Amazing. So definitely make sure you go to drewmillward.awesomedistro.com. I'm going to paste it in the chat right now. Go. That is Drew's link. Don't Panic poster, and embossed as well. Look at that. Man, look at that. You can get that flipping amazing Queens of the Stone Age poster. A2 4-colour screen print, artist proof edition, signed, embossed. Oh my days. Look at it. Oh, look. So much good stuff. Look, you can treat yourself. You can have a triple set of the Northern Monk prints as well. There you go. This is what needs to be on your Christmas list. None of this Amazon nonsense. Let's all just buy Drew's work. You got 4 pages of this beautifulness as well. Look. Whoa. Whoa. We haven't even got to that piece yet. Oh, no, we did. We had to see that. That's the bit that blew my tiny mind. Look at this. Look at it all. That's such good value as well for these huge, beautiful... And look at that. That's a pigs poster. £35 for a 4-colour screen print. That beautiful. Absolute bargain. Bargain. Look. All of this is... I mean, look at that. Holy flip. I mean, look at this. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh, man. Whoa. There you go. Look at the awesome Paper Tigers pin as well. There are so many beautiful options here. Look at that. Look at that for a patch. That's sick. Super good. Oh my flip. Oh my flip. There you go. You've got 4 pages of that gorgeous stuff. So everyone go to the store, drewmillward.awesomedistro.com, and get people to treat yourself. So I want to jump over to Drew's Instagram as well. So follow him at drewmillward.com. And this was a thing that he was doing in the month of October. Was it October, Drew? I think you basically drew a different creep character every single day. I mean, look at these. Look at them. How do you do something so detailed and so gorgeous? Man, honestly, if I could draw one of these characters, I would retire. I really would. It's so good. Number 13. Baby Lad says, how is that even possible? In a day? You're telling me. Not a sausage. Not a sausage. How do you do it? It's just gorgeous. And just the variety as well and the ingenuity. That's what I love. Drew's characters are just something. I mean, look at that. Other people would have just drew a ghost and it would have been beautiful. But no, Drew did this gorgeous morphing pattern. So good. Look at it. That's awesome. Again, the overprint. And that's the video of Drew that we watched at the top. I mean, look at them, man. Each day he's done them. Each day. What? Look at this, one of his latest pieces. Pigs. Album cover. Look at it. Look at that. It's this is the other thing as well. Watching Drew's work evolve and just get. I don't even know how it's possible to get better, but he gets better. That's what's so awesome. Just continually pushes it, and then sort of teaching himself things as well. And so, marbling on his guitar, just those techniques. That's what's so inspirational. That's why I wanted to share Drew's work. He's always making, he's always creating, he's always doing, he's always pushing it, he's pushing himself, and it's just gorgeous to see the results, to see where it takes him. Like I say, there's so much detail in this stuff. How does he then have time to do so much as well? It's just, I mean, what is this bad boy? Look at that. And yeah, his clothing's great as well. I've got a couple of his pieces that I rock proudly. I think that's what I love doing about these streams as well. It's just lovely to wax lyrical about people just being awesome, making beautiful work. Really, really, really lovely stuff. I also love that he you know, his son features a lot on his Insta and Drew's work as well, and just, you know, being a dad is all part of it as well, which is really inspiring. Oh, I remember this. Look at it. Look at that. That just looks like a totally different style, but look at it. That is stunning. That is stunning. Papy, you could sort of animate that, right? That could, imagine that coming to life, all sort of undulating and flowing. Slightly easier, perhaps. I think you should give it a go, baby. Do it. Let's go. I would absolutely. Drew here says, might work on some things in a similar vein. Please do, Drew. That I think it's gorgeous, and it's sort of totally you, but totally different as well. Yeah, I remember being stopped in my tracks. Papy says he'll just do wave warp. Boom. Just an After Effects plugin, mate. Illustrate Drew Millward. There you go. There's so much gold on here that that isn't on his website as well. Look at that. Look at the paper. Flipping heck. Even the pen. There you go. Someone in the comments says it. I thought your finished art was incredible, but even your pencils are tight. Absolutely. Oh, I love how so much of it, nearly all of it, is printed as well. You know, it exists in physical printed matter. I mean, look at all these. It's lovely, and you know, everything's got that texture and richness and tone. Whoa. Look at this, printed on cork. Oh my days. What? I want that. How do we get that? That's amazing. It's just lovely seeing it exist in the world, isn't it? Super good. And then I love the big bold characters as well. Every character is different, everything's unique. It's got like an endless stream of ideas and characters and creations. And again, you know, it'd be awesome to get Drew on and pick his brains and find out how he keeps so fresh, and his technique and all of his good stuff. So yeah, do stay tuned for that. So correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if Drew's still here in the chat, but Big Cow is your son's band, is that right? You asked your son what you wanted his band to be called, and he said Big Cow. So you've made him a logo, which is just the coolest dad thing ever. Amazing. I love that. I love that just getting carried away with things and just doing it. Just making it happen. Oh, look at that detail, flipping it. And that's a new sweater. I think I've got one of the older ones. I also love this trick. The best thing, just basically do your print like a diamond, and it always looks banging. And Drew says yes, Big Cow is his son's band. Amazing, amazing. Man, just look at this. Flipping heck. Mate, there's so much work that is both on your website and then just hidden on your Instagram as well. Just look at that. Shirt design. Flipping heck. Can design. Laser Steak says his work is absolutely sick. Yes, Laser, it flipping is. You are not wrong. That is why I wanted to wax lyrical about Drew's work today, because it's just flipping gorgeous. There's so much in it. That's so sick. That's amazing. I love that. Oh, Drew and his crew. Oh my god. That's that amazing Queens of the Stone Age piece. Oh. the record. That is bloody beautiful. Oh, Drew says massive shout out to Prince of Thieves. Amazing name for doing the printing. Right, Prince of Thieves. Awesome. Yeah, they are doing a killer job of doing that. Oh my god, what's this? Pattern design. Look at that. Holy crap. Drew, that is amazing. Oh my days. Oh. Please make that available for people to buy. That's gorgeous. And this, look at this. Mate, that's amazing. Yes. Dad life. Dad life. Oh, wow, look at this. Laser Steak says, it's pretty rare to see someone be so consistently awesome across so many physical print mediums. Mate, absolutely. I am staggered. That's what I am. Staggered. Yes. Shout out, Hey Dougie. This is the best piece Drew has ever done. Because Hey Dougie is the greatest. Look, just endless. Oh my days. Look at that. On holographic foil. Oh. Bloody gorgeous. Flipping. Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm well into that. Yes. Drew's even got the metal style down as well. Totally metal. Super, super good. There we go. Nightbot has just posted a link to all of Drew's socials and websites in his store. Please make sure you do go and follow and purchase and support. And I'm sure you already all do as well, but definitely put lots of Drew's work on your Christmas list. Yes. Jode_Steele says, would be interesting to know some of the artists/creatives Drew counts as influences on his work. Yes. Drew, if you're still here, we would love to get you on the show, man. It'd be awesome to chat to you and pick your brain on your influences and all of the good stuff. So that's it for today's lunchtime. Massive, massive thanks to the mighty Drew Millward for saying yes to let me wax lyrical about his work. Thank you all to you wonderful lot for being here in the chat and to just share in this awesome awesome everything. Yeah, if you can't tell, I am a huge fan of you, Drew, of the work that he makes. It's just consistently beautiful, cool, weird, wonderful, unique, interesting, and it's executed so incredibly well. It blows my mind, and it's just a joy following him and his work and seeing it improve and grow, and just when you think he couldn't be even better, does something else and smashes it out of the park. So Drew's kindly just said yes, he'll be up for a chat, so that's awesome. So stay tuned for that. So thank you all for tuning in. Hopefully I'm streaming on Thursday lunchtime. Fingers crossed it might be a PS5 unbox stream if it arrives in time. I have no clue whether the courier will do that. If not, we'll share some creative, lovely, nice stuff and just fill our brains with inspiration. Thank you as always for tuning in. Thank you to the new follows. Thank you to Plastic and Plush for the new subscription. You are wonderful. And have a great day. Have a great week. Be kind to each other. Be safe. Be safe. Safe. Stay safe. Be safe. Yeah, why not? And see you in the next one. Go and follow Drew. He's incredible. Bye.